And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. And it is Money Monday. Thank you for tuning in. You are listening to Saving Money Unapologetically with your host, PG. That is me. Folks, we're going to get right into it. I have a few things that we need to cover. And I'm coming on. It is definitely Money Monday, but we need to talk about a few things. And first off, we're going to do some housekeeping. For those people, every now and again, that seem to peruse through and just jump on people's YouTube channels and comment. And of course, you're open to comment. I really don't care about that. But understand when you comment and say something foolish or say something that is derogatory towards me or anyone who follows me or whatever, then I'm going to block you. It's just that simple. So moving forward, I just want to put that out there because this is my YouTube channel. YouTube puts me in jail quite often for saying some things that they think is perhaps biased or whatever, but I still am going to exercise my freedom of speech because that is in the Constitution, and I follow the Constitution and I know the law, unlike some people in the administration that is current in this country or running the country or trying to run this country into the ground doesn't seem to understand the Constitution. It was already written, and those were the rules set forth by the founding fathers of this great nation. Now, moving right along, folks, swiftly and professionally, again, you are listening to Saving Money Unapologetically with your host, PG, that is me. As you are looking or seeing on the screen, folks, we see a photo of U.S. economic blackout. When is that going to take place, you ask, PG? When is that going to happen and why? They have planned a U.S. economic blackout on Friday, February the 28th. It is supposed to happen starting at 11:59 p.m. on Thursday night, going forward into 11:59 p.m. on Friday night, which is basically 24 clock hours. Now, as you can see, it says no corporate spending. No corporate spending. Plan ahead, shop small. This has been being planned for, over a month now. Some people are just now getting the news. Some people are just now getting the message. And some people are still a little bit confused. So I'm going to break it down to you as best I can. So listen up, folks. I'm going to make this plain and simple. If you want to partake or participate in this movement, then you do you. How you participate in this is going to be basically up to you. But what we're asking and what they are asking is that you do not buy from corporate entities, huge conglomerate, huge companies such as Walmart, Amazon, Target, any huge outfit. So also scale back. No gas, no stores, no restaurants. If you must purchase something, the reason why it has been ongoing, the movement has been, coming to fruition, is because it was going to give consumers enough time to purchase what they needed. Now, emergencies happen, hiccups happen every day, uh-ohs happen, and we have to take care of them when they occur. So if there's an emergency and you need medication or you need to go to the pharmacist, that is not a part of this economic blackout. If you need gas in your automobile or in all of your automobiles, your motorcycles or whatever, try to get your gas or fill your tank up or do whatever, or get that quarter of a tank or the half a tank that you normally would buy. Instead of buying it on Friday, try to buy it on Thursday, or buy your quarter of a tank on Thursday and float yourself until Saturday and get your other quarter of a tank, and hopefully that you land on that half a tank that you purchase. I'm not sure how you do things in your world, but you do you and I'm going to do me. This is just a suggestion on how to do this. What it is, folks, in the nutshell, is to raise attention to things that have happened and how they're trying to tighten their belts on we the people. We the people have a voice, and we the people control our purse strings. Not Congress, not the big companies. You can not buy for one day from Amazon. Don't have to go to Sam Walton's or Walmart. You can stay out of Target for one 24-hour period. If you must shop at these retailers, that means don't go online. Don't go to the physical stores. If you must shop, shop until you drop by Thursday before 11:59. Just that plain, just that simple. But for 24 hours, we're going to hold back our purses. We're going to close our wallets. And if you must purchase these things or items that come up that you were unaware that you needed, then we're asking that you shop small. Go to a small business. Go somewhere in your community. There are lots of small owned businesses, boutiques, shops, small pizzerias, small restaurants, small sandwich shops, small bakeries, individually owned and operated. If you must go out and treat yourself, don't neglect or not do this, but at least give your money to an individually owned and operated business or some type of partnership business where there's two owners, a co-owner and two co-equal owners. Small business, shop small, please, so that we all collectively can send a message. The reason being is not just because of the rollbacks of diversity, equity, and inclusion, or better known as DEI. But what the White House would have you believe, it's another word for the acronym for the N word, basically. But numbers don't lie. White women have been historically the most who have benefited from any DEI program that has been all across this nation in all of these large companies. Blacks and Hispanics and Asians and others have been the last tail end of the benefiting from DEI. So let's not get it twisted, and let's not believe everything that you hear or everything that's put out on certain news outlets. Do your own self a favor. Do your own research. Check me. But my God, check some of these news agencies that you love to listen to, like Fox News, Fox and Friends, and all of those foolishness that just are allowed to lie and say anything, and then you take it in, pour it down your throat, swallow it, and digest it, and think that that's the gospel or that is the truth, because it is not. I'm just saying. You want to know why people want to do this? Is to send a clear message. We control the money when it comes to the economy. It is Monday evening where I am. It may be Monday morning where you are. It may be Monday night where you are. It may already be Tuesday where you are. But you have a few days to buy those few items or those items that you need to get that you normally would buy on a Friday, or you normally would just go haphazardly and buy it whenever you want, and it happens to be on Friday, then buy it on Thursday, buy it on Wednesday, buy it on Tuesday, buy it on Saturday, or buy it on Sunday. Just don't buy anything from huge corporations on Friday. Plain and simple, lemon squeezy, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just that simple. You know, the whole gist of this movement or this protest or this blackout, as people continue to endure the rising costs of everyday items such as food and gas and even housing and basic utilities. Not to even mention the soaring prices of eggs. The average cost of a dozen of eggs back in January, and we're almost to March, was $4.95. Today, the average cost of certain brand name egg companies is over $10. Okay? when you went to the polls and you voted, I haven't heard many people complain at all, except they're just waking up from wherever they were or however long they were lying dormant, and now you want to holler. Okay. Well, I guess hollowing sooner or later is better than not hollowing at all. But the talk of this blackout has been going on for weeks now. It has been all over social media. It has been has made all of the major news networks. Their main focus that they're asking people to stay away from is the targeted retailers and the targeted restaurants, such as Ford, shopping for a vehicle on Friday, McDonald's, Meta, which is Facebook, Target, Walmart, and a whole lot others. So many more till it's too many to even sit here and try to call out. But holding back and doing an economic blackout for Amazon, no Walmart, no fast food, no gas buying, and all of that, not a single unnecessary dollar spent, will send a crystal clear message to these companies. Because guess what? They don't care about us. They only care about their bottom line, which is the money that they bring in every single day. And if enough people participate for a 24-hour period, trust and believe, they're going to wake up and take some serious notes and maybe go back into the boardrooms and go back to the bargaining tables. We don't know how this is going to go. But like I said, if you have emergency situations going on, or things happen, things break or whatever, and you got to get it done and you got to buy something or whatever, try to shop small. Try to go to your individually owned and operated stores and or restaurants or other types of businesses. There's a lot of celebrities that are supporting this movement as well. Even Stephen King, Bette Midler, a whole bunch of other people. If you have automatic payments linked up, they're not asking you to disrupt your life or disrupt your financial stability or whatever. You got financial payments. We all have things coming out of our monies on a monthly basis, bi-weekly basis, weekly basis, however you pay your bills. Of course, they're not asking you to disrupt that at all. So let's not get it twisted. They just basically don't want you to go and shop at these large, big box or big major stores and big major retailers. Go to the local, like I said, pizzeria. Go to the local cafe. Go to that local little sandwich shop. Go to the local boutiques. Go take a nice walk in the park, plan you a little picnic or whatever. A lot of critics for this particular economic blackout say that halting spending for just one single day isn't likely to make much impact on major retailers. A lot of people are dismissing the idea completely, arguing that a one-day spending freeze won't move the needle for major corporations at all. A lot of financial analysts disagree. Me, myself, I'm not a financial analyst. But I think for certain, that it will make an impact. How much of an impact? I don't know. But it will at least be a minimal direct impact. Some form of impact is better than nothing at all, because it still sends a message. Because if we do it this time, then we ramp up and we do it again, and we do it again, and then the next time it's longer, and it's even longer. What's going to happen is, hey, they start losing money on a regular, they're going to get that shit together real quick. Same as Everybody talking about gun laws and gun reform. Let a bunch of black folks go out and buy all of the weapons up out of the stores and all of the gun shops and all of the pawn shops. I guarantee you the NRA will suddenly be in the lobbyists' faces and in their constituents' faces that they've been buying all along. I guarantee they'll hurry up. You'll have gun reform in no time. A couple of months. And they'll have so many laws in place till it won't even be funny. But you have to show them. Because sometimes, as the old saying goes, they don't believe that fat meat is greasy. Or they don't believe that water is wet until it's pouring on top of their head, running down their face. Then they understand. But sometimes people have to be shown. Because some people are from Missouri or wherever the hell they're from. Or they living under a rock. Or they living under, I don't know, in a cave or somewhere. Under the bed. I'm not sure. But this is how it goes, folks. Plain and simple. This is how it goes. You know, on average, if I had to do the math, if 1 million people, let's just take 1 million out the sky. Let's do this. If 1 million people on Friday, February the 28th, did not spend a dime out of the 360 million people in this country right now, that's still a lot of money. But 1 million people all on one day not spending any money, it may not sound like much, but honey, trust and believe, it's a hit. It's a big hit. Because you see, at that point, they don't have any control over how much the average person in that million was going to spend. Some people spend at Target on average $100, $150 when they go to Target. Okay? Another family peruse on over to the Walmart. On average, they spend $200, $300 in one day. And they were going to go, but they decided not to go on that Friday. It will make an impact. But of course, the powers that be and the naysayers or whatever love to instigate and love to instill doubt or cast doubt. I'm just saying, I am a United States citizen, born here of the United States. My parents were citizens. They weren't birthright citizens. They are United States citizens. Well, they were. They're deceased. However, I do plan on not spending anything on that Friday. And if I should spend anything, it will be from a individually owned and operated small business here in my community in Conyers, Georgia. If I spend anything. Now, I do have a couple things that I am going to run out tomorrow while I'm running errands on Tuesday. My usual errand running day. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays is, days that I use if I'm going to, do some things. I normally do it on those days. So I can clear the rest of the time, for myself and some downtime and collect my thoughts and do whatever I want to do. I do plan on purchasing a few things that I need that I normally purchase on a weekly basis, like a few fresh vegetables and a few pieces of fresh fruit. Because at the end of the week on Saturday, I will be flying out for a couple of weeks. So I don't need to purchase my normal bulk that I would for a 7-day period because Saturday I'm flying out. So I need to use all of the fresh fruit and the few pieces of vegetables or the tomato that I buy or whatever up by Friday so that it doesn't go bad and I don't waste food, because there are people in this country that are hungry, that are starving. And I don't believe in truly wasting food. So that's my plan. Let me know what your thoughts are, what your plans are, please, in the comments. Let's keep it respectful. And above all, thank you for tuning in. You've been listening to Saving Money Unapologetically with your host, PG. That is me. Wishing you all the best and have a great rest of your week. Bye now.